this point, as we are entering the creator economy more and more, the skill set of video editing is insanely valuable. This is actually the thing that got me first started making some money online a few years back, and I was actually able to turn this skill set into a multi-six-figure online business later on. So if you want to learn how to use Adobe Premiere Pro in 2023 as a complete beginner, then this video is for you. I know how overwhelming it can be to start learning a new editing software, so I hope this video is going to help. My name is Vince, and let's get right into it. So when you first open up Premiere Pro, the first thing you want to do is you want to create a new project. So to do that, click here, create new project, and you want to name your project. So I'm going to name this Slovakia trip because I want to edit a video from our Slovakian trip a few weeks ago. Next up, you want to select the project location. I'm going to leave it as the default that Premiere Pro gives me. After this, I'm going to click here on create and create my new project. So after that, this is kind of what you are going to be greeted with when you open up Premiere Pro. And the next thing you want to do is you want to start importing your videos and audios to your project. Staying organized in your editing process is crucial because it's a habit that is really hard to get into once you didn't, learn it in the beginning. So I like to create some folders in the beginning here in my project library. So I'm going to first create one for B-roll. I'm going to create one for my drone shots. I'm going to create one for VFX. Oops. And I'm going to create one for audio. Now, next up, the way I'm going to import the clips is this. You just want to open up the folder that has all your files and audios. And after that, you just want to go ahead, select them, right? I'm first going to select the stuff that is from my main camera, that is B-roll, and I'm just going to drag and drop it into that folder. After that, I'm going to select my drone clips. I'm going to drag and drop that into this folder. After that, I'm going to select my overlays that I want to use. I'm going to drag and drop that into the VFX folder. After that, I'm going to drag and drop my audios and go and put it into the audio folder. So now you can see I have these 4 folders with all the clips and audios that I want to use in my video. Next up, we want to create a new sequence. The sequence is going to be what you can actually edit inside of, and inside of one project, you can even have multiple sequences if you want to. So to do that, I'm going to right click here, click on new item, click on create new sequence, right? And here you can see I have all these presets I can already choose from, or I can also come here to settings and set my exact settings that I want to use. So in this case, I want to actually use 25 frames per second. I want to use 1920 by 1080, which is full HD resolution. And I'm going to leave the rest of these settings on how they are. You can also name your sequence right here if you want to. Then, as you can see now, this timeline popped up here as well. Now, don't worry if Premiere Pro doesn't look exactly like this for you, because I'm going to show you right now how you can get it to look exactly like what I'm showing you in this video. Premiere Pro has these things called workspaces, which are basically different kind of software layout presets for different kind of tasks that you are going to be doing inside of Premiere Pro. So if you want to access your workspaces, come here to the top right corner, click on workspaces, and you can see they have separate kind of layouts for editing, for coloring, for adding effects to your video, for editing audio, for adding like graphics and captions to your video. So these are all very beneficial because, if I'm, for example, wanting to just edit my sequence now, I can click on the editing workspace, and then it's going to be already optimized for that exact kind of task. So I'm going to stay inside of the editing workspace for now. And next up, we want to start importing some videos to our timeline and some audios to our timeline. So in terms of importing to your timeline, there are basically 2 routes you can go. The first one is super easy. You just basically come here and select the clip that you want to put on your timeline, and then you go ahead and drag and drop it on your video track, right? So I just drag and dropped it into video track 1. And you can see now if I press play, it is here in my sequence. Now the other way to do it is by double clicking here on the certain clip you want to